When you think about that product, where do you lie? Is it MVP or is it MLP?
I've been thinking about this question since the moment that you put it on paper. And honestly, I still can't pick a stance on this. And let me explain why. Before you start scaling your value proposition, I think you need to close a specific circle. And then by answering this, I will also probably answer your question. First thing you need to do is you need to be able to identify a potential customer that has a problem or a need that is worth solving. Then you have to understand what their existing alternatives are and how you can be radically different, not better, different compared to what they are used to. Because if you understand how to solve their issues differently, you're never going to be in the better trap. Because if you're just creating something that is better, you're already in a rat race to the bottom. Because that's going to be, your variables will be in price and in profit margins. You don't want to be there. So if you understand how to be different, you understand what to promise to them. So what is the value proposition that you create for this specific customer group? So if you promise them something, you can get a commitment in return. What is the business model, right? Now, here's the answer to your question. You, as an innovator or as an entrepreneur or whoever is responsible for delivering the value that you promised, needs to do whatever is in his or her power to deliver on the promise that you made. And if you need to do that with a prototype, with a minimum lovable product, with a minimum viable product, really, I do not care. You need to move mountains to deliver on the promise that you know people are willing to pay for. And in a way that you basically underpromise and over-deliver a little bit, because if you are able to deliver on the promise that you made and they want to share that with a potential new customer because they were so happy with it, you can close a loop, because that is where you can identify a new potential customer and you understand what to solve for them, what to promise them, what you can get back. So what I think in the sort of, there's 10 years, maybe 12 years right now of lean startup in which everyone starts talking about an MVP. I think 80% of the people completely miss the point of an MVP, because it's not about the product. It is about how to deliver the value that people are willing to pay for. And it should be a mechanism that that delivers them the change that they need in their lives.
Good.
So, I don't still have the answer. Is that an MVP? Is that a minimal lovable product? For me, it really doesn't make the big difference. We actually call it a first version of your product, but that's another term, right?